Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a look at Tokenbot or the CLANKER token. It's been a while since I've looked at it, and if you look at it, this is how it did. I think I covered it when it was somewhere around 56 to $60, and I certainly did not expect it to hit this high. So basically, if you look here, it actually ended up rejecting on the exact all-time high that it was, as you can see. So basically, this is the biggest resistance that it has, in between 141 to $149, and this is absolutely, I would say, strong resistance. So even if it does go as high as this, there is a possibility that it may reject here. If not, if it breaks above from here, there is a possibility that it hits 200 or even higher than that. But as of now, if we talk about this surge, so as of now, the reason why the CLANKER is still doing extremely well is because if you look here, there was this massive announcement that happened on October 23rd, as you can see. That was from Forecaster. So basically, they gave this description. So CLANKER is a leading launchpad on Base and home to projects like Banker, Noise, Breaky, and more. They are thrilled to join forces to make it easier for everyone to create and participate in on-chain communities. Forecaster plans to integrate CLANKER more deeply into the app itself. That's really interesting. Now, if you don't know about Forecaster, it is basically discover, trade, and create. So this is social app as well. Anyways, now they did this. They implemented that CLANKER protocol fees will be used to buy back and hold CLANKER. CLANKER version 0 through version 3.1 collected a portion of protocol fees in the ecosystem tokens into a fee vault. The CLANKER team burned these tokens earlier today, massive, reducing the current supply of each. So basically, the CLANKER team has also permanently locked 7% of the CLANKER supply into one-sided liquidity to provide additional liquidity, further reducing the circulating supply. So basically, its supply is going down, and because of that, the token is performing really well. And if you look here, this is the date when they announced this massive announcement. And if you look here, that is the exact date when they started and that CLANKER started to go up. So basically, it started to pump from 23rd October, and it actually ended up surging as high as $149 in just 3 days. And after that, we have this massive correction. Of course, there were most likely a lot of traders who bought CLANKER somewhere around $24 to $20, and they took the profit. So they were most likely the seller. Why the reason token went down? So the reason why the token is up today is because we have another announcement from the Forecaster. So they now own 1.8% of the total CLANKER supply. So around 18.3k. That is a lot. And if you look here, CLANKER does have a max supply of 1 million. So that is a really low supply. So again, the problem as of now, the only concern would be that Forecaster dominating CLANKER supply, that could be really bad for the CLANKER. But overall, I think that is thing to worry about in the future. But as of now, Forecaster is one of the biggest buyer in the market for the CLANKER token, and because of that, the CLANKER does have a really good liquidity, and it is holding it really well. So as you can see here, we have this natural correction. After this correction, we have a really good breakout, as you can see here. So if you talk about if you don't know about this platform, this is how the launchpad looks like. They do have pretty big tokens in the ecosystem as well. There is Banker coin, there is Noise, and there are even more. And you can also deploy it just by going to the create, and you don't need to connect your wallet, and you can basically choose your network. You can choose your name, you can choose a symbol, and you can also, you do need image, as you can see. After that, you can choose these different things, and you can just launch it. So that's really easy to create a token. Anyways, now if we talk about price, if we look at the Fib retracement, so basically the token started to surge from $23, and we have a really good hold around 30 or 78%. So this was a really good hold, as you can see. And again, $50 is a really good support for this token, and it did go down. I think it happened due to the BTC going down. So as of now, I think looking at how the Forecaster is putting a lot of money into CLANKER, and looking at how its demand is as of now, I think there's a possibility that If the market stays the way it is, there's a possibility that the clanker goes as high as 70. Now $70 is a really strong resistance. If you look here, if you just look here, the token did hold like really well around $70. So this resistance is going to be really strong, somewhere around 71 to 68. So if it flips this resistance, so let's say if it goes as high as this level, if it flips this, there's a possibility that it goes as high as 84 or like as high as 98. If it doesn't, let's say if it does reject here, there's a possibility that it goes down back to that $50, or even there's a possibility that we could see a correction as low as $30, $33 as well. That is if the overall market goes down. But again, CLANKER is still, I think, one of the like really strong token in a base ecosystem. And if you know about the base tokens, they do hold and they are like really strong. So even if you look at the base ecosystem, it is like one of the strongest ecosystems as of now. And CLANKER only has a market cap of like I think 55 million, and that is still relatively low. I think there's a possibility that if the market starts to improve, there's a possibility that it goes back to that like $140. And if that happens, is we can see from like their postings, even if you look at the forecaster, there is a lot of buying happening for the CLANKER. So there is a possibility that it goes back to that $144 or even $140. And again, there's a possibility that it rejects here as well. But again, I think looking at how it made a triple top, if it hits this level again, there's a possibility that it will break through if it goes back to that level. But again, before that, it does need to like overcome this resistance of $70, and that is like really strong resistance. Even if you look here, it usually rejects on this level. So let's see what happens. But as of now, I think it will easily hit $70 unless something happens, and or if we see like some kind of news, or if the BTC goes down. And as I said, if like virtuals starts to go up, let's say that if other like similar tokens starts to go up, such as virtual, and I think we also have Pump on Fun, and we have Zora. So if like if those tokens starts to go up, there's a possibility that CLANKER goes up as well. I think it will most likely follow virtuals because they are similar, I would say. Let's see what happens, but that is my analysis on CLANKER as of now. And I think I will just say it again, if it continues to go up, there's a possibility that it rejects on 70 to like $68, because that is like a really strong resistance that needs to overcome if it wants to go higher. And if it does go as high as like let's say 140, there's a possibility that it breaks this all-time high this time, because we already have like triple top, and there's a possibility that it breaks it now, because we don't have, I don't think that this resistance will matter that much now if it goes as high as 140. Let's see what happens. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.